Hello from Old Town in Kissimmee. We are here to check out the 33rd anniversary car show, which is the longest running continual car show in North America. We got some of the classic cars, and we're going to walk down the street and check some stuff out. It's Mara and I today. I hope I'm aiming that right. Well, let's go walk down and find some cars. So, if you've never been to Old Town before, they have got these really cool shops and walking area, and this brick walkway is important because that's actually where the cars are going to drive at night. They usually do an 8 or 8:30 drive time, and all the cars can go, and you get to see them and walk on the street, and you don't have to have all that Florida heat. But for now, we're going to head over to the actual cars. If you're just tuning in, this is the 33rd anniversary of the classic car shows here at Old Town. Oh, we're going that way.
Uh-oh.
Speaking of old classic cars, there's a little golf cart right now. Super cute. Take a left. Old Town is also located right next to Fun Spot in Kissimmee, which has one of my favorite wild roller coasters, which is the Mind Blower. And wild is an underestimation for how crazy that thing is. I'll walk over here and start checking out some of the cars. Now, this event every single week on Saturdays is totally free, and it usually has pretty spectacular cars. They've got the classic car show. Some weeks they're doing import cars. Some weeks they're doing themed cars, and that's all in the days you can check out Old Town's website to really see. Magic City Mayhem just said the cars that were new when this car show started are now considered the classic cars.
Interesting.
Now, I am not going to pretend to know what every one of these cars are. I am not that well versed, but I do want to show you this real quick. This is what we're at tonight. Saturday night classic car cruise. This car's been doing this for quite a long time. As we've said, this event is totally free. Parking is also free unless they get too busy. Then there's $10 parking. But the $10 parking will include some discounts at some of the restaurants and some of the bars that are nearby. Amber, you got to tell me. If we find a favorite, you got to say which one.
If there's anything pink, it'll be my favorite.
Anything pink. Now, this event is a little bit different this Saturday. Normally it starts a little bit later, but today they're going all the way from 11 until 11 tonight, and specifically at 8:30, they're going to be having the drive, which happens on the brick walkway, so that you can get an up-close look and hear some of these cars and their engines. That also means that more cars are going to be coming. So you'll see that there's still some empty spots available for people to join, but since they're going so long today, they're going to have a lot more time. Hello, Disney Go JP3. Hey, Blossom. Hey, Terry. Now, if any of the viewers have a favorite one, I know there's going to be a slight delay, but if any of you have a favorite car, please let us know, and we'll go get a real close look at it. We're still on the lookout for Mara's pink car, but until
Maybe
then,
I'll settle for yellow.
yellow?
Maybe.
Okay. For anyone that's never been here before, this is a really, really cool event. I go here with my grandfather probably once a month. He loves checking out the old cars, and you'd be blown away at how many options there are, how many different cars that show up. Yes, you're going to see some ones that return every week. There's another car right there that has that they've been here for, I think it's a decade one right there. Yeah, they've been coming for at least a decade to this. So there are some ones that are here every week, but there are new cars that show up as well.
Oh, this one's pretty cool.
You like that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So far, my top.
So far, your favorite? Have to get an extra long view if it's going to be Mara's favorite. Even got the Old Town pillow inside. Got here an SS Camaro. Now, if you are here, there are a bunch of different places to go and eat and drink. Southern Breeze is almost always one of the most popular, especially if you come here on the weekends. You're going to see that entire bar area and all of this is completely filled out, and then they're going to have live music over here on this stage. It's extremely popular, and they make very strong drinks. So if you're a fan, that is where you want to go. We've got a really cool one coming up here in a second. The fire department. Really old classic car. So far, I'm thinking this one's my favorite.
Yeah.
I like it. Yes, Old Town, very classic, much like the cars. I agree, Andy. We've got an official pace car here from the Indianapolis 500. So obviously you can tell just from that it's incredibly fast, but do you recognize what type of car it is? It is a Corvette. 25th anniversary edition Corvette. Oh, here we go. I've been cruising at Old Town for over 20 years. So they have been here for a long, long time. Can't go wrong with the classic Mustang. Is this one's yellow? Is this one going to steal the spot? Or do you still prefer that purplish hue one we saw?
I prefer the purple so
okay.
far.
That's a good yellow Mustang, though. And we're going to walk to the end and come back, so don't worry. We'll see those cars in a minute. Well, now look, we can see a little bit better. You might be able to see through the glass. Gotta love the interiors of the old cars. Very roomy, very spacious. And also them all will be lacking seatbelts. Looking over into Fun Spot. The company that built this swing ride is the same one that built the new Busch Gardens Serengeti Flyer over at Busch Gardens Tampa Bay. Andy said, I hope you have a good time. I hope we stay dry. It feels like it's going to rain. Yes, it looks like it's going to rain here too, but it's not supposed to rain here until a little bit later after we leave. So I think we got some time. Now, I'd love to know in the comments if you guys have a favorite of this style, because there's definitely huge differences in between time and when they were made, and of course the type of car. So from the Mustang we have down there, the Ford, yellow Mustang, all the way to this Ford right here, there's a huge difference in style and age. Do you have a favorite type? While you're thinking about that, we have another Corvette coming in right now. Now, Mara also does love punch buggies.
I do. I know, there are a couple.
We've got two over here, but I don't know if you already saw. I think I've already found your favorite.
No, I haven't seen. What?
Have you seen it yet?
Is that pink?
Yeah.
It kind of looks red.
Oh, well, we'll get to it in a second then. I thought she was going to be more excited than that.
No surf displays, and as always, keep your hands inside your vehicles. As fun as it may seem, clapping hands with the guests on the sidewalks isn't safe and isn't allowed. Remember to keep your hands.
Oh, I think it was my glasses. I see the pink now, and I do like it.
Okay.
Thank you for your attention.
The dreaded glasses were hurting her comparison.
Oh, they're like orange.
Yeah,
See?
that's true. That's true. Thumbs up for Mara. I'm gonna look inside real quick. The seats match. You'll take this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd look good driving that, right?
That's the new top choice for Mara. We'll keep going though. We got a lot more cars in the distance, as you can see. It's not super busy here right now, especially the walkways by the shops. So if you ever come on a Saturday, I recommend coming at the beginning if you're trying to avoid crowds, or come towards the night specific around that 8:30 time if you're trying to see them drive by. It's very cool to see them drive on the brick walkways. I feel like it kind of sells the Old Town experience. Might have my new favorite right here. I'm not gonna lie and pretend that no, the Jeep's nice. This one right here. I'm not gonna lie and pretend I know what type of car this is, but I can say that I like it. It's funky looking, and it's had some modifications, as you can see in the back. Engine in the back as well. Volkswagen engine.
Yeah. Huh.
Ah, yes, Mara has noticed the wall of the winners. Cruisers of the month. And we've got quite a lot. Here's the most recent. You have the cruiser of the year and the type of car that it is, and the cruiser for each month and what type of car that is as well. One thing that I think really invites a lot of people to come out here is all of these cars, they don't have to pay to join this. They allow people to come up. Oh,
That's so sad.
yeah. But these cars do not have to pay to join this event, as well as we don't have to pay to attend it. It's entirely free, which is why I think it is so popular. Free parking and free admission is a very easy way to sell people here in Orlando, because that's so rare. And it's a really awesome event. As I said, you can go and get some of the food, you can get some of the drinks, you can jump over here and go on some attractions. But, of course, the main star on Saturdays is the classic cars. I myself used to live in Delaware, but pretty close to Ocean City, Maryland, and they would have the classic car event about once a year. And I remember just people would flock and do that. I can't imagine how many times I would have come down here if I had lived here as a kid, knowing that I could have had a car show every week. What? What? The do not touch? I see. Oh, here.
I was
Did you
really
hear the screaming? Yeah. Got another Camaro here. Now I know that it is popular for some vehicles to be modified, for you to change them and how they look and all that. But I don't know. I'm kind of a purist when it comes to these cars. I love the classic colors, the classic paint jobs. I feel like it's like, walking through a museum, but a museum that can actually drive around. I also love it. I don't know how well you guys can hear it. We're mic'd up so that you can hopefully hear us better.
Hello.
They're playing some classic 50s and 60s tunes as well. And
I'm
again, I
jamming.
feel like it just really sells it. It's a unique experience. That's why I've learned to love Old Town so much and love this event.
The Hulk.
What?
The Hulk.
The Hulk, yeah. Oh, another car. This happens a lot, so make sure to keep your eyes out. Plus, you can hear them, which is always a great part. It says no revving your engines, but I'm going to be real honest. You do hear the engines rev every once in a while. So if you're here for some of that classic noise, you might hear it here if they decide to gas and go. No, they're being good. They're listening to the rules. That's always important. We even got an in classic car. classic car license plate right there. I like how this car here, it does have some rust on it, and it's got a license plate that says, "In rust we trust." So we're going to walk across the street here now, and then we'll come back and check out these other cars. That's also how you know it's one of the more popular weeks when they're using both sides of the street. Let's go use the actual walkway, and then we'll be able to point out some other stuff here in Old Town that you might be able to check out. So, like I said many, many times, but in case you're just joining us, there is a lot of stuff to be able to do in Old Town outside of just the classic cars, but that's definitely the pulling point. There's about 9 of these places that say coldest beer in America. So, you know, good luck finding the actual coldest beer in America. Up here, this Black Market Minerals is probably my favorite shop in all of Old Town. They are just covered in different types of rocks and minerals and fossils and setups, and the prices are really, really good. I'm not sponsored to say that, but I will say I have bought easily $200 worth of stuff from this store.
More rocks than any normal person would buy.
More rocks than any normal person should buy. Okay, well, that's there's the official review. But I really think if you come here, you got to check out the store. It's incredibly unique, and it's got some really cool options. Maybe at the end of this live stream, we'll walk over to it. But
And it smells good.
it does smell good.
I don't even know what it smells like, but it smells good.
Hey, Andrew, I just saw your comment. Thanks for joining us. Like I said, there's a fun spot across the street. We walked across the Safeway, but obviously, crossing the street at any point is probably more normal. Here we are on the next row of cars. As I said, you can tell it's a more busy weekend when they use both sides. You're looking at Deadpool over there? Yeah, Deadpool's hanging out. Deadpool with a cowboy hat. Classic cars, as far as the eye
Look
can
at the
see.
license plate.
The license plate? Oh, yes. Good eye, Mara.
I'm really good at this.
We've got a Walt Disney World Classic license plate. For the 50th anniversary, Disney was selling old license plates. So that could actually be an original, or that could be one of their remakes that Disney had.
This one's for sale.
Ah,
Red's not really my color.
we can paint it pink.
Okay. Oh, for sale or
1947.
trade.
Or trade.
Question mark, question mark, question mark. And money.
1947 Ford convertible with power seats and a power top.
Wow.
It's got AC and heat, tilt steering. So if you want to come down here and buy yourself or trade yourself a car, now you know. If anyone doesn't know either, not this exact model, but Ford has actually released a concept of that they were going to rebuild some of their 1970s Ford pickup trucks as electric versions, and people would be able to go and buy them or modify their old Fords with the new electric engine. So it's a very cool thing that's maybe coming out in the future. But for now, we get a look at this classic Ford pickup.
Oh, I like this one.
You like this one?
Yeah.
Do you like the little food stand out the side?
I do. I really vibe with that. It's a nice color. Wow.
Little story about an experience I
Salt
had.
packets.
Can you think of the place? It's a fast food place where they are on roller skates. It's Sonic?
Sonic.
Okay. So as I said, I'm from Delaware, and I went to Sonic for my first time when I came down to Florida. And all I had ever seen were commercials about how Sonic, when you're there, they come out on roller skates. So I was so excited to see them out on roller skates. And the first time I went to one, they didn't come out on roller skates. They just walked it out to me. And I was like, oh, was it like recently raining or something? And they're like, oh, no, that's just an optional thing. We don't do it at all the places. And I had like my heart ripped out because the whole reason I went there was I was like, wow, a classic place where they roller skate out to. It's so much fun. I know they still do it at some places, but not the Sonics I've been to.
Well, you know what? Sonic has such a good peanut butter milkshake. And now I want one.
Oh, sorry.
And I don't think we have Sonic up in Orlando.
Look it up.
I will. I'll drive there right now.
We got a wide range of Jeeps here, surprisingly.
Yeah.
One thing I also really love about this event is you're going to notice that a lot of people are here with their cars. Mostly they sit back in the shade, as you can see some people over there, and you can go and talk to them about their car. Like I said, I like that one car, but I didn't know what type it was. You can go over and ask questions and kind of hear more about what the vehicles are and what their history is, because some of them have some crazy histories, as we just saw that pace car not too long ago.
Okay, Sonic update in case anyone was interested. There is a Sonic on iDrive, which I did not know.
There we go.
I'll be there
International Drive, kind of near where the Universal's Epic Universe area is going to be in Icon Park. There's a Sonic over there.
today. Can you imagine a Sonic milkshake walking into Super Mario World? That would be good.
It would be good.
I need a Sonic milkshake now. I'm hooked.
Here's, you like that one? Got a little tiny car over there, and then another punch buggy here. I love the eyelash look that they would give to them. It's just cute.
It is cute.
Now, as I said, it's going to get busier as the day goes on, so they'll probably fill up every single parking spot here by the end of the day. That's usually quite normal. And then this is where the cars are going to drive in and drive out, and they end up on the street down there. And they get to drive around. It's very, very cool. We've got here a 1930 Model A Deluxe Town Sedan. Thank you for putting that information on the side, because I wouldn't have known exactly. This has become my favorite car.
Oh, wow.
I love these cars. I know the doors have a couple different names, but I know them as when it opens this way, they're known as suicide doors. I love those style doors on cars. I just think it looks so cool. It's the ultimate gangster vehicle. Hey, we have some Puerto Rico representation here in the chat. Hello. Yes. Oh, Magic City Mayhem just said that you can see the other fun spot from, oh, this is where they're parking. You can see it from the Sonic. Here, come here, come here.
Ah, I don't want to get run over.
Just stand right here. You ain't going to get hit.
That was scary.
While we're letting them park, right behind us, we have the Mercury Cougar from 1968. I hope you heard that, Rev. Hey, Starfighter 98, you said you live in Kissimmee and have never been to Old Town, but it looks nice. I highly recommend it. As I said, there's two different ways you can come. If you want to come here when there's less people, I would come earlier in the day, like how we are here around lunch. But if you want to see the full experience, you're going to want to come later at night. I'm going to stop for a second. It's going to get loud. So yeah, I would recommend coming at night if you kind of want that full experience where all the cars are going to drive down the street. You can check out some of the shops and stuff while that's happening. Or if you want it to be a little less busy like it is now, you can come during the earlier part of the day. Oh, here's somebody else revving up. They're all over the place.
They are.
That's one thing too, is it's do what?
I'm surrounded.
You're surrounded. That's one of the things too. The cars kind of come in and out throughout the day. So you can hear the engines, hear the revving, see new cars. They'll kind of switch out sometimes too. This parking lot behind us is where you can pay to park the $10. If you don't find a spot to park along the street or in the other parking spots for free, you can pay $10 here, but you're going to get $10 worth of coupons and stuff to use at some of the shops. So if you're spending all day here, $10 kind of pays for itself, especially if you're going to get some drinks and stuff. I love the blue on this Pontiac. Toyota station wagon. Oh, it's right in front of me. I was like, wait a minute, I see it. I did not. I was looking in the wrong spot. Oh, I love this. Look in the back. They've got old like
Aw.
Coca-Cola stuff. Some new Coca-Cola bottles, but some classic Coca-Cola. Looks like a grill. Hope you guys can see that. But yes, a classic Toyota station wagon. Thank you for pointing it out because I would have run by it. It's a Corolla. Is our favorite still the pink? Or your favorite still that pink car we saw?
No, my new favorite is that yellowish,
The
whitish
The
one.
yellow right
Yeah,
down there?
that one.
Okay. This is another look you see on a lot of the old classic cars. Is all of these stickers, the sponsors and racing stickers and all that. Looking at how this car is set up, I'm going to assume this one has been modified quite a lot. Oh, yeah. You can see some of the roll bars inside. I don't know if you guys can see that. I couldn't tell you how fast this went, but I'm going to go with very fast. Very, very fast. Here's a picture of it. We're going to head down this last side of cars before we get to the end of our little preview of Old Town's 33rd anniversary of the Saturday Classic Car Shows. We weren't here at the beginning. Like I was saying, this is the longest running continual car show in all of North America. Happens every single Saturday, weather permitting, here at Old Town in Kissimmee. Totally free to enjoy. The only thing you might have to pay for is parking if you can't find it, but there's usually a lot of parking unless you come here during the really busy, like 6, 7, 8 o'clock time. It's about the only time you're really going to have to fight for that parking. While you're here, of course, there are bars and shops and Fun Spot America. You can enjoy all of them. Got another Mustang. Where'd your car go, Mara? Oh, one last look at Mara's favorite car. Because we've pretty much looked at them all now. So we're going to get one last look at her favorite. As you saw, mine was way down there with the Puerto Rico flags. But it is a great color.
It really is.
We got Deadpool in his cowboy hat again.
Huh.
Ford Mustang, my favorite car for America. My favorite American car, says Jose. And Blake says, congratulations, Old Town, wishing you all the best. Yes, it's great to see this fan
I like
favorite.
the
Is
E-Pass.
local. The what?
The E-Pass.
Oh, they do have an E-Pass up there. Yes, Blake is right. For this many years, it's great to see a local favorite continue to do really well. Once again, we're going to go walk the actual sidewalk way that we're supposed to. Off camera, I don't know if we would do that.
What?
Necessarily.
What are you saying?
Walking across the street compared to walking on the sidewalk.
No, I would never.
You're mic'd up, they heard that. The quick
I ain't
look
no
inside of that rock
jaywalker.
shop that I was saying. You're not going to be able to see anything, but there's rocks.
I like the little elephant.
Of course, everyone's visit is different, but my ideal visit to Old Town is finding a free parking spot, walking all the way up and down the streets, going to some of the shops, coming to the Black Market Minerals last because I'm probably going to buy a rock. And then there's a bunch of different spots to go get drinks and food, but I usually end up just getting, there's like nice lemonades down there, or if you want a cocktail, there's of course cocktails and beers. As we said, the coldest beer in America, but about 5 places here say they have the coldest beer in America, so pick your favorite at that point. If you have extra time, you can run over to Fun Spot and go race some go-karts. If you want to drive your own vehicle. If you've never raced those go-karts over at Fun Spot America, they are very fast. And there's a part where you straight up come off the track. You are zooming down those hills and turns. So It's kind of wild. We're going to walk over and do the last row
I like
of cars before we end this live stream. You like this guy? Perfect. So I said our last row of cars before we end this live stream, but thank you everybody for joining us as we go and look at our last view. If you've had a favorite car, let us
I'm
know.
a stud. It tripped over the rock. You missed it. I tripped over a rock.
You tripped over a rock. Good job. So proud of you.
It hurt. I went, wow.
And like I've said too, as you can see, there's a lot of different types of these classic cars. Oh, I hear somebody turning their engine on. Oh, Jose Rodriguez, if you are still here, I think I see another Puerto Rican flag coming up. Another Corolla. At this point, we're going to be a little quieter because we're in between the go-karts and cars turning their engines on. So we
It
got
is loud.
a lot of noise is going to be coming up. Enjoy the sound of the engines. This one's got a plaque in front of it. 1965 Pontiac Catalina Ventura. It's a 455 crate engine, 550 horsepower.
Woo.
What? With a little dog on the side.
I love a good dog singing. This car's an Uber.
Oh. How interesting would it be to get picked up by a classic car Uber? Please correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but I believe this is called a rat trap, this style of car.
What did you say?
I said that the chat has to correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this type of vehicle, when it's modified like this, it looks like this, it's called a rat trap. I might be getting that wrong, but from the limited knowledge I have, I think that's what they call it. I actually love this look too. Just the wooden trunk right there. Loving it. Gonna squeeze out over here. Oh, this truck's for sale too. $32,900 or best offer. So if you want yourself a classic red truck, I didn't see the front or what it was, but if you'd like a classic red truck, $32,900. It's a Chevy. Chevy Monte Carlo. Wow, good time for you to say that. Because here we are. Is a new favorite with this yellow? Or did you
I
like
like
the other?
the yellow.
But did you like the other yellow better? The subtle yellow or the more like poppin'
I
yellow?
think I prefer this more subtle yellow.
Okay. I could have a new favorite up here as well. Saying I love this style. The old Fords, like a really old Fords. To me, that is the epitome of the gangster cars. Looks like they've got a plaque on the side too. Maybe we'll go read that. I think it says don't touch, but yeah, that's a don't touch sign. Okay, I was hoping it would have some more information. But hello, Dave. Thanks for joining us. White wall tires too. One thing, I'm sure, if you're a fan of old classic cars, you had to have seen the Disney Pixar film Cars. There's Cars 1, 2, and 3. And the first car film, I love it. It's one of my favorite Disney Pixar films ever, is the original Cars. Between the car talk and the classic 50s America style. Chrysler. Oh, I lied. It's a Chrysler, not a Ford. I'm so sorry. I'm going to get eaten up by I know, true car fans. We got a Chrysler, but I wasn't too far off because this one right here is a Ford. This is a 1929 Ford Model A. 40 horsepower.
Helicopter.
Please do not touch this car unless you are nude.
Ew.
All right, well, you've heard it here first.
Wait, I like this one.
The truck?
There's a big boy. A big tall.
1954 M100 Mercury.
He looks kind of silly.
Hmm?
He looks kind of silly. I like it. Not my favorite.
Yep. The Lone Ranger, the spirit of America. We've got a signed plaque here, I assume by Lone Ranger. Oh, you're over here.
Hello?
I almost whispered in that random man's ear.
Oh.
But the Lone Ranger. Very cool. The green bean.
Green bean.
It matches the good name.
It is a good name.
Back over here to some of those modified Volkswagen Beetles.
I love a good bug. Punch buggy. Punch buggy.
You might have a very bruised arm if you did that every single time you came here.
I prefer the yellow, I think.
Prefer the yellow?
Imagine you in the orange, me in the yellow. We're like,
perfect. I hear them up on the speaker saying they're going to bring it back to some rock and roll here in a second. We have got here a Corvette Stingray. I do know this one.
a stingray?
Yes.
I love a stingray.
With the lights that pop up.
Oh, I've heard about those.
It's one thing. When it comes to the Corvettes have been around for a long time, and they are consistently, I'm not going to say that they're cheap, but they are a more budget-friendly version. If you stick a Corvette, you've got a Corvette lined up against a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. A lot of the Corvettes for years and years and years have been able to keep up with them and sometimes surpass them, but not have the ridiculous payment costs of what it would take to build or buy a Corvette or, oh my gosh, I'm messing this up, a Lamborghini or a Ferrari or something like that. This classic car that's had a lot of different versions, and they all seem to be a serious hit. They're fast. That's all I can tell you. They're fast. Here we got another Cougar. An Oldsmobile, but right now it is an Oldsmobile.
Oh, nice. There's no I in
Oldsmobile.
Try it. This one's from Wisconsin.
Oh, America's Dairyland.
A long drive.
Speaking of America's Dairyland, have you guys ever seen the episode? It's the Mickey Short, one of the newer ones, where Goofy and them go to Idaho, and it's America's Potato Land.
Potato Land. Potato Land. Potato Land.
Exactly.
You can visit Potato Land at Disney's Hollywood Studios.
That you can. You can see a version of it and watch part of the cartoon.
Yeah.
That's probably my favorite of the more recent Mickey Shorts. Peter's Auto Service. New York historical. And I also love Old Town, of course.
That is
Stays
so
in
good.
theme.
Need one of those.
Want one of those?
Yeah. Beep, beep. Driver, you are
I
clear
can
for
already see
dispatch.
some of the locals and visitors here getting their seats ready for some live music that's being set up. Here's some of the weekly events that you can see. So Tuesday and Thursday they got karaoke. Wednesday is the themed car show. Friday is the muscle car show and cruise. Saturday is the classic car show and cruise. And that Saturday one is the one I said that is continually popular year after year. If you were here at the beginning, you saw us walk down that line. That was Marcy for a little bit, that pink one. But we're going to hear and look at some of our final cars before we end our live stream today. One more look as well, a fun spot. If you've ever done that swing, please let me know. This is the world's tallest sky coaster.
Have you never done it?
I've never done it.
Wow.
I will.
Let's
I do
change
plan on it, but I have not yet done it.
I got a hankering for a funnel cake.
Yeah. I can smell it. And French fries. Oh. We have now made it through our walkthrough of these
This
cars.
tire is so tall. It comes up to like my hips. It's a big wheel.
Tis true. So thank you guys so much for joining us here for the Classic Cars at Old Town for their 33rd anniversary, the longest continually running car show in all of North America. We are going to go and do another live stream real quick on TikTok. So if you follow us at Attractions on TikTok, we're basically going to do exactly what we just did and walk up and down and show everybody. But this live stream only can go to Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. So we're going to give the people on TikTok an option as well. Thank you so much for joining. And if you've never been down, again, I highly recommend visit Old Town here in Kissimmee. Say bye. Goodbye, everybody. One last look at the cars.